So what you see here, this tiny little house, is probably the oldest border post of modern Bulgaria. Just when I opened it, my camera turned off, so I had to go back and take another battery. And yeah, sadly I opened it and I saw that it's quite dark, so I took a lamp. Yeah, there might be interesting stuff. Let's see. It's really dusty. It's also really small. Yeah. Most of the things are indeed ours. As you can see, jackets and more jackets. And it's quite small. I mean, I'm not a tall person. I'm 173, I think, and this is like maybe 10 centimeters higher, or maybe the ceiling just starts going down. But yeah, people I think were quite short back then. I don't know what this is. Yeah, this is definitely ours. Now this might probably be theirs. Who knows? This is an old... Oh, that's so heavy. An old iron. Yeah. This is what people have been using back then. I don't know how you can open it. Right, and then you put the hot, I don't know the word in English for that, jar. When you burn the wood, and then you take the hot parts, you put it here, it heats up, and then you start ironing your old clothes. This might be actually ancient, or maybe not. What else is here? Let me hold this somehow. So yeah, that's a very old traditional dress, I think female dress, with these ethno elements. As you can see, everything is handmade. That's so thick. It's made out of wool, and like, I can't believe, I don't know how old this is, but it's so thick and it's like new. It looks still, yeah, it's pretty impressive. This might be from my grandpa. Yeah, I don't know about these blankets. They might be from them, or maybe not. Maybe they've been using even more primitive things, something like that thing here. No one knows. I wonder what's here. I cannot unlock it. I don't know what's inside of this chest. Maybe I have a key for that. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of old things. This looks quite old. Maybe they've been keeping some guns here in this old chest. I can open it. That's quite long. It could be actually from the border police. It's an old chest. It's quite big, so no, I don't know. But yeah, it could be something where they would store different things. weapon related or like letters and documents, and maybe my family took it. I cannot guarantee you that, but I'm pretty sure that some of the stuff here that we see were indeed theirs. And I'm just curious what's here. Okay, that's interesting. It smells weird. Okay, I think that's ink. I assume more ink. Something from a watch. I don't know what this is. I wouldn't really bother to open that thing. It has a funny smell. Okay, that's something more modern. That's something quite old. Jeez. I don't know what this is. It looks like something that, you know what candles are made from? Could be something like that. I don't know. I don't want to touch it. Yeah, some personal letters, I assume. Calendar for 1952. It's church calendar, by the way. Oh, it's so hard to breathe here. I need to take some fresh air. Yeah, not much. It might be interesting, but I saw something also really cool. So this is an old instrument. I forgot the word for it, but oh, this might be the strings. So yeah, back then on the Balkans, especially this region up to I think even Montenegro and so on, they've been using something like that to play some music in front of the fireplace. And this might be actually really old, even though people like the strings are not that old. But yeah, usually they would use something like that handle for violins, and they would, yeah, I guess they would just play. I don't know what they would do, but yeah, maybe it's also from the border police. Who knows? Some of them might have been musicians. I mean, they were local people, probably, and yeah, these are the big blankets that my grandma has been making, and she made tons of these. So they're so thick. They're made out of, yeah, as you can see, real wool, everything basically handmade, and no machines. And she has so many of these. And in our house we have few more, and on another place we have few more, and we gave to some people. So she, now some of these could cost, in a great condition, they can cost one up to 2,000 euros, depends on how big they are. But yeah, now they're here, and maybe they're not in a great condition, even though rats and mice were not really here. What you see here is people have been using this to make wool and to make clothes, I think. So probably it's my grandma's. She was a master of making clothes and heavy blankets, everything handmade. They had a lot of sheep. It was really impressive. I cannot breathe here. Now let's see what's here. Of course, none of these things are from the border police anymore. Like, they didn't have such stuff back then, but I'm just curious what we have. Is this a cassette player or recorder? Electrodes, transistors. This probably is like 60 years old. A Yugoslav coin from 1982, 2 dinara. That's probably from some headphone. Sadly, there is nothing that interesting. I don't think anyone would want to see the garbage of my family through the decades. This bed is definitely not from back then. Now, the interesting part is what's in the other room, and are we able to go there? That's the question. I'm pretty sure that some of you are interested to see everything in the other boxes, and or at least most of it. So since I don't know whether this post is gonna be here in a few years, I would like to record the rest of the stuff. So whoever wants to watch it, feel free to watch it. Let's see what's in the other boxes. For example, here. Just some clothes. Zavarivac. So that used to be a huge Yugoslav company where my father worked back then, and it was one of the biggest in Yugoslavia, and it was well known in many parts of the world because they've been building projects from, yeah, I don't know, Germany to Iraq, and yeah, this company still exists, but they're from thousands of people now. There are maybe like 150 people working there. Let's see if we can open this. I wouldn't touch anything here. It's just some clothes. All right, what else can we open? Clothes as well. Jesus, why did we collect all of that? There is nothing here. But this might be something interesting. Let's try to see again what's inside. It's just so hard to breathe that I'd rather have a mask. Okay. That kind of scares me. looks like a landmine. Sadly it's not. I don't know what's this. I can't even take it out. I don't understand anything, and I think I don't want to know what's there. Sometimes it's better not to know. Maybe there is something here. Horseshoe nails made in Sweden. Not even opened. I wouldn't want to open it. I would like to keep it like that. Flags, 1969. Well, people, that's all. Let's see the other part. Now here it's really dangerous to go in. As you can see, this is not a good idea. Oh. Now guys, that's how the roof looks. Probably here it was the fireplace, and the people would gather here and relax and heat up the whole roof. So yeah, the other room might have been the place where they sleep. I'm not really sure. I wouldn't really want to go inside. It's just full of garbage and some old stuff. Okay, that's something what people used to cut the grass, and that's what my grandma was telling me to do now. I don't know what this is. Again, these old blankets, shoes. This might be ancient. An old lamp. Sadly, nothing else. Nothing important. That's for horses. I remember, and we never had, since I'm alive, we never had horses. But back then, when my father was young, they used to have one or two. That's an old TV. So probably that was theirs. I don't know about this chest. granules. Some medicaments. Maybe that's like first aid kit that dates back from the 50s. Yeah, looks like something like that. Health related. Nothing that old, even though this is probably like 60, 70 years old. I'm gonna close it. This is gonna stay here. I think I can close this compartment already. What a mess. So ancient and yet so impressive. Maybe I'm gonna manage to preserve it with the help of some people, because it's in the interest of both, I would say, Bulgaria and Serbia to have something like that, because that's really the last remaining post from a border that doesn't exist anymore and hasn't existed for 100 years, or maybe even more. I would just like to show you one more time the last Bulgarian border post, which sadly won't be there a lot longer. Would be great if we make it as a small museum, but the place where we actually live is so hard to reach that I don't think anyone would even want to come and visit this museum. But yeah, that's it, people. That's it for now. I really hope you enjoyed this tour. Yeah, all of the people who worked here, were building this, are dead, and this is part of Serbia now, and it has nothing to do with Bulgaria. Historically it was Bulgarian, but yeah, now it's just a storage place. One day maybe it's gonna be another border post.